Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Michelle again, and today I'm going to read to you Corduroy by Don Freeman. Do you notice anything about the cover? Do you see his overalls? What's he missing? A button, that's right. And this is Mr. B, and he loves buttons. It's Mr. B week. Let's take a look and see what happens in the story. Corduroy. Oh look, there's his overalls. And they have 2 buttons. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for someone to come along and take him home. He's with a bunny rabbit, a clown, a baby doll, and a giraffe. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Look, there's lots of different toys, huh? That's a big store. It even has an escalator going up to a 2nd floor. You ever ridden an escalator? It's one of those staircases where it's stairs and they move. I think they're really cool. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Oh, remember the picture over here? It had 2 buttons on his overalls. 1, 2. How many does he have here? Just 1. He lost a button. Have you ever lost a button before on any of your clothes? I have. I've lost lots of buttons. I have to find new ones and sew them back on. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. Oh, look, the little girl is sad too. She has a frown and her eyes are big. She looks like she's really sad. She has to leave Corduroy behind. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Oh, he's going to go on a search throughout the department store to find his button. Let's see if he finds it. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Oh, look, there's the escalator. See, it goes up. I wonder if he's going to find his button. I think that would probably make him feel pretty happy if he found his button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and up he went. There he goes. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Mountains go up too, but do they have stairs on mountains? Not usually. Not usually. This is an escalator that you would find inside of a building. He stepped off of the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of bed. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Oh my goodness. Is he in a palace? Where's he at? He's at the furniture store, huh? This is the furniture section of the big department store. All of these things are for sale. They don't belong to one person. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. What do you see all over the bed? There's buttons. There's buttons, and he's looking for his lost button. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Look, he tried to pull it off, but the string was still attached. The thread, because buttons are sewn on with thread. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Oh my goodness! He's covering his ears. That was really loud. Poor Corduroy. I'm glad he didn't get hurt, though. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash, and he came dashing down the escalator. Look. What does the night watchman have? He has a flashlight so he can see better in the dark. Yeah. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Someone must be hiding around here." What did he find? He found the floor lamp that Corduroy knocked over when he flew off the bed from trying to pull off the button. And when the button went pop and came off, he went flying. He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. That's where Corduroy was hiding, huh? "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" What do you think he's going to do with Corduroy? He found him upstairs. He's not on the toy. He's not in the toy area on the shelf where he's supposed to be. What do you think he's going to do with him? Let's see. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Oh, he carried him back to his home. That's where he stays while he waits for a child to choose to take him home. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. The one whose mom said that he needed another button, huh? "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." Oh, she counted her own money so that she could buy Corduroy because she wanted him. That was a very responsible thing to do. Because remember, Mom said the day before she'd spent too much money. So she went and she got her own money. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her very own room. Oh, I wonder how Corduroy is feeling now. What do you think that he's feeling? Is he feeling happy maybe? Yeah, maybe a little excited. He gets to go someplace new with a new friend. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. Remember, he was wondering what it would feel like to sleep in a bed because he'd never slept in a bed before. And she got him his own little bed. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." Look, she has a needle and thread, and she is sewing his button back on. "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Look at Corduroy's smile. He looks very happy. The end. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me again today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.